Me have some place where me nah go back. Me know a few bridge where you fi burn down. So it no make sense to take your heart. The people them still say you up when the right time come. You a whole heap of pressure. Anyway money they and pleasure. You see whole heap of jealousy and hater. Them want all for themselves, them a scraper. And when they check your ratio, them on me Murphy's a show like a danger. But anything they say me do the opposite. I think that they are give me. Them not is a blessing to show like you know for me. The more time them a just say them can't stop me. Can't stop me. The only man who me fear Almighty. Me no want the police. No. Mankind so evil. Look what Christ do for them. Look what them do to Christ. Me a no superhero, we can't save the world. I'm moving, give me have a choice. You know where me a go. Surely know where me a go. Where me a go. Anywhere the wind blow, no. I need some time on myself. Me and myself, I go bust a reason. Make them go and say me mad because with nobody me can't reason. As I tell them one thing, them can't leak a secret. I talk about, I know them circles small, so I will leak it. Cause them go talk with the enemies. Them a par with the enemies. You go tell them the weak spot, so them know how like the trap. My youth, you a par with the enemies. You a talk with the enemies. The youth where you par with 100% my enemy. Them not is a blessing to show like you know for me. The more time them a just say them can't stop me. Can't stop me. The only man who fear Almighty. Me no want the police. Mankind so evil. Look what Christ do for them. Look what them do to Christ. Me a no superhero, we can't save the world. I'm moving, let me have a choice. You know where me a go. Surely know where me a go. And anywhere the wind blow. Only person me fear I just got damn cops. Me don't want to see no one cup. Can't take not a tight shop. The man me lip and gum. When my face down flat. Me have some place where me nah go back. Me know a few bridge where you fi burn down. So it no make sense to take your heart. The people them still say you up when the right time come. You a whole heap of pressure. Anyway money they and pleasure. You see whole heap of jealousy and hater. Them want all for themselves, them a scraper. And when I check your ratio, them on me Murphy's a show like a danger. But anything they say me do the opposite. I think that they are give me. Them not is a blessing to show like you know for me. The more time them a just say them can't stop me. Can't stop me. The only man who fear Almighty. Me no want the police. No. Mankind so evil. Them still say you up when the right time come. Almighty, yeah.
So let me start off by saying a very special good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Top of the afternoon to those of you on the web. Locking us down right now via our Facebook page. Remember, you go to the Street 919 FM and click on the live video. Yeah, you can comment as well under our live. I want to say good afternoon to Jacqueline Mejias. She is now logging on, as well as Sarah E. Griffith. Remember, once you get in, to like the video and to share it, all right? I want to say a very special good afternoon to those of you locking us down locally, regionally, internationally. Wherever you're listening to my voice, I say thank you so much for choosing me. Yeah, my name is Aisha Wells, and I'm in your company today until 6 o'clock. It is Friday, and Texas Friday, Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right, Friday.
How are you today?
I am excellent, thanks. Good afternoon, Trinidad. Good afternoon, Tobago. I hope all is well with you and your families. And
well, we're
all
about to find out in this program. We're definitely touching base with those of you in Tobago.
For sure. And let me say good afternoon to all my recoveries from COVID-19. I just saw a story in the news that was very interesting. A special good afternoon to you all, and I really wish you all the best of health. And I hope that, all goes well with you. And I really hope that in your community, that people stop the stigma and discrimination of these people, okay?
Excellent. So, What's on the agenda to discuss today? What's making news to the hour?
Now, today in particular, I really and truly am kind of excited about the first interview.
Really?
Yeah.
What is to be so excited about?
It's just one of those things that had to come up, and people have been talking about it from various layman's perspectives, but now we want to get a professional perspective on what it means to really be working in this COVID period and not getting recognition, compensation.
So we're talking to a medical professional. I understand there was a protest taking place sometime today. Did you hear anything about that?
I didn't hear about the protest today. I did see some information on the news there, I think I was looking at, with some kind of complaints from our guests who will be talking about their position.
Interesting.
Because we tend to overlook these things, and everybody complains, I ain't getting my grant, I ain't getting this, I ain't getting that, but we also have to think about what's happening with our medical professionals who are our front line, first port of defense, you know what I mean? And in this particular situation, while it mightn't happen every year, it is at this time we need to make sure we honor them and respect them for their commitment, and especially when they go above and beyond, because most of these things, they have to go above and beyond the call of duty to do it, eh?
Well, I want to open up the lines and take a few calls for those of you on the outside. It's early. We're going to set up our interview in a short while. In the 4 o'clock hour, we're definitely touching base with you guys in Tobago. We have anything else for the last hour that you know of?
No, not often.
Okay.
Nothing I want to say yet. Let's just keep it light and make sure we give people a little room to chat, you know?
Excellent. So the lines are open. Feel free to call us, all right? We want to hear from you. Give them the numbers. 342-0081. 342-0081. You can also get us at 466-5391. 466-5391. And, of course, WhatsApp is 771-1791. 771-1791. Overseas, 718-874-3860. 718-874-3860. If you're calling from abroad, share the live. Excellent. Let's see who's there. Caller, good afternoon.
Hey, Lai, Aisha.
Hey, how are you?
Good afternoon to you, Annex.
All
Good
is
afternoon.
Love and blessings, jealous. And how the youth men and them going?
Them boys better than me, taking it one step at a time.
But you can't get better than that. You understand? And you overs. Mr. X.
Yes, my brother.
My brother, Mr. Dennis, going in Bigo.
Mr. Who, Dennis?
Yeah.
Well, Ansel Dennis, I'm assuming you're asking about?
In Tobago?
Yeah.
Ansel Dennis doing pretty well from what I see. I mean, he's gotten some really, really good initiatives with agriculture and stuff going on. He had some nice little quotes. I see they started posting him, making some key inroads. He's doing pretty well.
All right, you man look like a promising youth man.
Yes, very, very, very promising.
You can look out for him in the present future then.
Yes, I hope so. I look forward to that.
I was up there after the carnival, and before the carnival, I spent carnival in Bigo, and I went to go and talk to him, because I stayed in the offices then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was go and reason with him, but I ended up coming forward. I had to check him in that time, that guy.
Yes,
respect. I stay strong now.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. All right, so let me tell Bootman, because Bootman tried to link with me all day today. Bootman, my schedule is an extremely hectic one. And when I did return your call, I didn't get you, so I ran into an online class. Okay, so we at Helping Hands Home Care, we also provide virtual classes right now. So we have a virtual class taking place for the month of June. And I think I explained earlier on that I have to get up in the morning and set up the different portals and send to the different students because they're studying with universities in England. Right now, this particular class is studying with the Newcastle University. So when I get up in the morning, besides putting my children on online school, I have to send different information to persons who's logged on as well to get their online classes. After that, it's torn between making lunch, organizing myself, and then before you know, it's time to head up here.
The life of a businesswoman and a mother.
So bear with me sometimes. It doesn't even have time to scratch my elbow. But I will definitely touch base with you on the weekend. The weekend is a little more slow pace because it slows down. Caller, you live?
Good afternoon, Annie.
Hey. This song is like Parsley Street.
Oh, God. Yes, my dear. It's so nice hearing your voice again on the radio.
Thank you.
Love in the house again.
How are you doing?
And they're coping up just waiting on some answers again because you didn't know that the place got burned down.
No, I didn't know that. When was this?
Yeah, sometime last year, June.
Wow, I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope your family is okay.
Lost Marlon and now come and lost house. Tired, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, but anyway, I love to hear your voice. Sweet, lavender voice. You know as you song. Yes. Mr. Byrne.
Yes, good afternoon, dear.
Good afternoon, my dear. Yes, blessed love to be on the radio too, together with I. And only I alone does call her I. Right?
Yeah, that is true. Nobody else anyway does. Thank you so much.
So blessed love.
Blessed love, Queen. All right, so Jackie says she can't wait to hear about the protest. Don't worry, we're going to give you all the information that, of course, you need to get relating what's happening. We try to keep it as current affairs as possible. Internationally, for those of you trying to touch base, it's 718-874-3860. Caller, you're live.
Pleasant evening to you, Aisha Wells.
Michael.
How are you doing, my love?
I'm good, my dear. What's going on?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Life as normal. And pleasant evening to Mr. X here.
Good afternoon.
Well, first, before I make my contribution, let me tell you, Aisha, anytime you don't have that time to scratch your elbow, call me, I'll do that for you.
Well, look, thing. 30 seconds, mister. 30 seconds before the break.
The contribution I want to make, I can't make it.
Well, then call us back directly after.
Yeah, well, I have to do that.
Thank you.
Okay, dear.
So we're going to take that break and we'll be right back. Stay with us. It's yours truly, Aisha Wells and Mr. X inside the balance.
This is Street Sense. Positive, anecdotal, and relevant.
Street Sense is brought to you by B-Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected. Be positive. Be mobile.
Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. That was Street Sense. Pick sense from nonsense.
Street Sense is brought to you by B-Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected. Be positive. Be mobile.
This is Street Sense. Positive, anecdotal, and relevant.
Street Sense is brought to you by B-Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected. Be positive. Be mobile.
Democracy rests on an informed and cultivated and alert public opinion. The members of parliament are only representatives of the citizen. Dr. Eric Williams. That was Street Sense. Pick sense from nonsense.
Street Sense is brought to you by B-Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected, be positive, be mobile.
All right, goodly people. We are back. I see you on the lines. When we went for the break, we'll take your calls. Until then, let me just read some comments from those of you who continue to send them. All right, let me see who's out there. Let's take this one. Caller, you live?
Hey, Aisha, me again.
Hi.
Yeah, first let me salute the frontline workers, the nurses, the doctors, and them who really come out and working so hard, especially for this little COVID that going around and thing. We're very thankful for what all they're doing. But I have a problem with all this still. You understand? I mean, they're protesting for more money at this time, Aisha. And that kind of riding my stomach. I mean, because the teachers will get a stipend because they was called out from on the vacation time to work within that time. The nurses and the doctors protesting for more money because them getting a stipend. And I will have a problem with that. This is just my view. And that riding my stomach.
Well, we're definitely going to hear from those who are taking such action, and we're going to understand clearly why they are doing what they're doing. Your mic on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I look forward for the interview.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Michael. We're taking voice notes as well, so keep it clean and feel free to send it.
On the WhatsApp number is 771-1791, 771-1791 for WhatsApp. Phone calls at 466-5391 or 342-0081. And let me remind you while we're here, Iowa Stage continues this weekend, people. That Chutney clash tomorrow is building up some nice momentum.
It's tomorrow. I thought it was tonight. So what we have tonight?
It's Saturday or Friday?
It's Saturday. I think it's Kaiso is tonight.
Kaiso is tonight, I think. And
last
night
neighbor
was
from
nice,
East Dry River coming in contender, man.
Mm-hmm.
Contender's going to be inside tonight, I think, and singing Francine. It's been a while since I've heard anything from her. Yes, so Iowa Stage is going to be lit.
And we got to share up that tonight.
I feel I might storm that stage too, eh?
You feel so?
Yeah. No longer will storm it. I feel tonight might be the night. Just saying.
Tonight look like the night.
It looks like the night.
And of course, Sunday is comedy. All right?
Who we have this Sunday?
I'm not sure the name. I have to get the script, but it's always a good show by Mingo and them. And it's always good to embrace our culture. Like I was saying last night, let me don't reach a place where we forget who this one is and who they look like and what they do. Tune in and remember to make your little donations, people. Any little bit counts. Whatever you could afford, and we know it's tough times, but imagine the fact that these entertainers and performers have nowhere to perform. They have zero. Yeah?
Let's see who's there. Caller, you're live.
Good day, Aisha.
Hi, how are you, Gemma?
I'm there hanging in. I'm just waiting for a little late. When I'm done listening to go in your bed because you have no that it's more than to go in your bed early. And we come all in the morning and watch. Hey, good day, Mr. X.
Good afternoon, my dear Gemma.
Sorry.
That's all right, love.
I forget.
So, Gemma, what the pot was like today? Where you cook?
Oh, gosh.
You know, I just like to hear about that sweet, huh? Listen. Gemma just feed the whole of Power 102, eh? You see, Christmas time is cake, is bake, is ham, look, is bread, is ham, is sorrel. Oh my God, Gemma, listen.
I love that.
Yeah, she is a gem.
I really feel to eat some curry.
Eh.
You know, there's some curry mood, eh? Yes. So a curry chicken, some chicken and white rice. I feel to eat that today. It's a day that I feel to eat special food, you know? Today was a day I feel to eat that and I throw some, just make some nice pepper sauce.
I know that. And listen, I want you to know I put in my Christmas order from June, eh?
Yes. Oh, God.
When you see that driver dropping off on Abercrombie Street, make sure you come Maraval Road this year.
I tell you that tell me what you want. And I will handle you. You don't have to study nothing but no money. Right? You're a special lady to me. You understand?
Thank
and
you.
And I owe you things from Cindy last time. You
Yes.
never really come and collect.
And listen to, she's okay, your choice is either ham or turkey. Eh? You just had to pick with she. Eh?
What?
I don't know which your mothers get this from.
I'm making you a chicken ham.
Eh?
And also I want to get a turkey. Well, yes, you're getting the two.
Well, listen, my husband is a big turkey eater and he will be in Trinidad for Christmas, so you had to give him the British special. You get the British special.
You're getting the two, right? And again, pepper sauce, again, season, again, again, chow. You're getting the full work, and others make all them things.
Well, if you throw in a slice of cake, I don't know, I might tell you, Gemma, moving in.
Yeah, you're getting a cake too. How's no fear, man?
Thank you.
I said no use my girl.
I know.
Yes. You're getting your full works.
Thank you.
Life, right?
Thank you so much.
All God's blessing unto you and Mr. X, and have a blessed afternoon. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Rhoda and Gary just took a look. You see me? I have been following Rhoda and Gary, and I said I think they should have their own reality show. When was this picture taken last night?
She put this picture up as her profile picture 10 minutes ago.
Look, I cannot keep up with the two of them. It's like a sitcom, you know. Last night I had to put myself in the comment section because she blasted me yesterday, so I was waiting on he reply.
Right.
But he ain't running, so I don't know, like he was tired because she said he was texting. She 10 o'clock the night before. I tell you, it's a reality show in true, you know. Keeping up with Gary and Rhoda. I follow them, I do. I really, really do. They make Facebook very entertaining. And Marie Charles, how you doing, Queen? She's on the inside. She said, Aisha, you're killing me. You're a lucky girl. Yeah, Gemma to spoil me bad. Call her your life.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha.
Hey, Olga.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm looking at you. You're looking full 100.
Well, you see, I'm militant today.
That's why I'm watching there. And good afternoon to Mr. X.
Good afternoon, Olga. Hello? Good afternoon, you there?
Man.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Yeah, Mr. X, man. Yeah, it's good to hear all. I just look forward for that every evening. I don't make jokes.
I'm really glad that you're with us, Olga. It's been a while. I miss you, you know.
Yeah, I miss you like crazy. I'm just telling you that, for real.
Well, if I tell you this time here, I had to personally make a trip up to Grandy. All you at the same place, you and Fishing Pond in the Heart? Well, you still in the mall?
No, we're not in the mall and then all businesses home.
Okay. So when you go back out to the mall, let me know.
All right, you take care of yourself. Love you.
Love you too, Olga.
Yeah.
Media budget going on?
Yeah, budget going on at the minute. So J. Dan Cry says, hey, good afternoon, Miss Aisha. Do you advertise for preschools? Inbox me, J. Dan Cry. We could definitely put something together for him, can we?
Of course.
So inbox me, and for those of you who are interested in advertising your product or your service right here at the Street 919 FM, inbox me. I'll give you the information, all right? Spread the word. We're open for business. So Bootman says, can you play a composition, Life is Worth Living, sung by Nisa? That is Janisa Saint-Hilaire. Can you? I could if I know where I can find it. He says, if you can kindly Google my name, it's Roger Boothman on YouTube. Okay, I definitely will. And he says, thanks for the reply. I know we're both very busy. I'm sorry I missed your call. As you mentioned on the airways, this weekend can be ideal. Yes, it would be. Right. So, how we guys looking?
We ready. I just want to go through some notes here from the Ministry of Finance. Since the arrival of COVID-19 to our shores, we've been able to contain the community spread. Our approach has been to ensure systematic resumption of economic activity is now taking place. The government will protect all lives of citizens at all costs and will not be reckless. Substantial budgetary resources has been directed to the health sector. This has been aided by external financial support. While the full effects and the duration are uncertain, our strategic initiatives have been swift, decisive, and we stop the spread of the disease and minimize its economic effects. Our fiscal and monetary response has provided a bridge to support businesses and individuals to help ensure that recovery will be as robust as possible. And those are the notes coming out of the Ministry of Finance 5 minutes ago. It's live.
Interesting.
Yeah, so people are having lots and lots of comments though. And we wait to see exactly what comes out of that. And because, that media review is a signal to what may happen in October.
Well, it
September.
may as well be a sweetener the pot because this might be the last budget before election, mid-year, that is.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
of course, we wouldn't have a national budget before the election.
No, we won't. And the Minister of Finance hinted some days ago that the election will be before September 30th.
Yeah,
Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha, good afternoon.
Hi.
Mr. X,
Hi, good afternoon.
good afternoon. Yeah, well, you know, I'd be locked on, you know. Since the balance started, I'd be locked on.
Nice, man.
But listening you all over the couple of days, I tell myself I had to go and do a little research. Yeah, I want my research to be balanced. I want to present my research next week. Please, the Lord.
Okay, no
Sure.
problem. We appreciate
We
it.
look forward
I really
to that.
want to because I realize we cannot be dealing with all the orders all the time. We have to look for the main course too.
Of course. That's what I like about you. Yeah, this makes sense.
Right, so I'm looking for some main course because sometimes the orders on them
It's distractions.
sometimes, but it can be a little distractive too.
Yes.
So I'm looking for the main course order and I'll present my findings
Great.
next week, please, the Lord.
And we will do our research as well and we'll have a sober conversation.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
you too.
Blessings to you, bro. I could deal with that. Not like Lance Noel from on Facebook who messaging me 2 o'clock in the morning to send something from some Facebook with somebody say about me in a group.
Oh, gosh.
Lance, 2 o'clock in the morning, you should be hug up with your missus if you have one. Why would you message me under my post 2 o'clock in the morning, Lance Noel? That making any sense?
Probably, you know, he was a little lonely. And
Well, that's all he
lonely.
had to inbox me and say. I would have inboxed him and we could chat. But to message me something about some politics after 2 in the morning, Lance, is a little bit freaky. Let me just put it that way. It's a little bit frightening. Yeah? I never run from a political conversation, but 2 o'clock in the morning is overdoing it.
That's not the right time.
30 seconds before that break. When we come back, we jump straight inside our interview. Stay with us. It's The Balanced.
Let's talk on the street.
The official station that defends the nation.
This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. It's all about yours truly, Ahmed Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Rampis, will be Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Shoot 919 FM and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked, don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Rampis team. See you.
Hey guys, this is Igil Kavita Ramkisoon, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? It's Sagram. That's my boy, you know. But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibe's real nice. Don't miss it, you know.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
We are in this together at Darwins Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Darwins Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and 1 side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall, as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces and 1 side, $20. 1 zesty chicken sandwich, $20. 1 grab-and-go meal, $20. Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall. We are in this together.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Rez Clark, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:15. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
Are you looking for a home care aide for an elderly parent? Maybe you're looking for a nanny or babysitter for your children. Are you looking for a housekeeper or cleaner for your home or office? Then Helping Hands Home Care is the place for you. We provide qualified home care aid, nannies, babysitters, housekeepers, and cleaners at reasonable prices. We work so you don't have to. Just send us your budget and schedule and we'll make it happen. Are you trained in home care? Do you have experience in caring for the elderly, disabled, or children? Or maybe you want to earn extra money cleaning homes and offices? Then be part of our team. We want you. Contact us today, WhatsApp or call 4838741 to sign up. We are Helping Hands Home Care. Helping Hands Home Care. The home is where the heart is.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, the time I wake up every single day. I put on my jumper and boots. I do not have school clothes and shoes because I have to work in my parents' garden. I do not go to school. I only have 13 years, but my mommy and daddy say I have to work so we can eat. I have to pick lettuce, feed the goats and cows, and then help sell in the market until it gets dark. My back does hurt me from bending and toting water and animal feed, but I have to help my mommy and daddy. Today is my friend Bobby's birthday party, and I can't go because I have to work. I want to play games, eat cake and ice cream too. I wish I do not have to work so I can go to school and get time to play like all my friends do.
Children below the age of 16 should not be taken out of school or deprived of a childhood for the purpose of work. Child labor is a serious offense. Any parent or employer engaged in this activity could be fined and face imprisonment. Spot child labor. Stop child labor now. For more information, please contact the Labor Inspectorate Unit at 299-0300 option 3. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Small Enterprise Development.
Come talk with us. Realest news, hard talk, real talk on the street. 919 FM.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. We have our first guest for the afternoon on the phone line. A very special good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you and your listeners.
Excellent.
Well, yes, so this on the line, Trinidad and Tobago, we are chatting with Edie Stewart, who is the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Registered Nurses Association. Mr. Stewart, welcome to the program. It's hosted by Aisha Wells and myself, Vern Extavor, aka Mr. X. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on. Good evening to Ms. Wells and yourself.
Thank you so much. So we basically want to know what is going on. I'm seeing protest action taking place. What is the plight of those in the medical profession?
To sum it up, those in the medical profession, and there are basically three groups. You have the doctors represented by empaths. You have the nurses represented by TTRNA, the Nurses Union, which I am the president of. And you also have the other health workers represented by PSA, the attendants, the wards maid, all of those persons. These persons, for the last 10 years, basically, have been treated unfairly in our point of view. This is just a combination of what has been going on over a 10-year period. And this is just like the last straw in when we witness what is happening with other groups. Even though we were out in the field during this whole COVID pandemic experience, we cannot understand how the other groups may be seen to our members are benefiting somewhat, and yet the health workers are not benefited. And then we could speak specifically for nurses and midwives. Nurses and midwives leave, vacation leave, casual leave, every single leave was pulled back during this pandemic, understandably. However, we cannot understand. Up to today, we cannot go on leave as nurses and midwives. So we lost that entire opportunity. And if you would know, the entire health sector is extremely short-staffed, especially of nurses and midwives. So persons would have been accumulating leave over 100 days waiting to go on leave. And then when they finally get the approval, this whole COVID pandemic came in and that was shut down. This caused persons who are already burnt out to be asked to continue for the next 6 months period. And we are just going on there. There's only one RHA actually has sent out a memo that they would now start allowing persons on leave. Nursing and midwives, and by extension the other healthcare workers, are working on 2013 salaries in 2020. Nurses and midwives, even though we are working on 2013 salaries and take no protest action for the last 5 years of this government, take no protest action because we understand, we have always been empathetic with the economics of the country. However, we are not even getting the full amount of those 2013 salaries. They are actually being paid. There's what you call increments that should be applied on a yearly basis to nurses and midwives' salary as all the other RHAs, workers, and you are not even getting that. So the 2013 salary, which is woefully inadequate, you are still not even getting the full amount of that 2013 salary. Nursing personnel who are on contract employment, well, that is an anomaly in our point of view. How could you put nurses and midwives on short-term contracts? So that's a whole different issue. And we have that going on in NCRHA in particular, and we have that going on in TRHA in Tobago.
So
those two RHAs, yeah?
So, Mr. Stewart, let me ask this question. What would you say to people who ask, and the layman who may not understand, what exactly did the nurses, because you could speak to that directly, what exactly did the nurses do above and beyond the call of duty or extra? What did COVID mean for them aside from losing holidays and vacation periods?
Well, let me tell you, the whole COVID experience has brought a new dimension in even my point of view. Being a nurse in excess of 15 years, we would have witnessed firsthand the importance of nurses and midwives. So, for instance, those nurses who actually worked in the COVID areas, positive COVID patients, each RHA had their own isolation areas, but those who actually worked in the COVID areas, in Cora, in Cuba, and all of these places, they were made to wear these suits. Some of you all would have seen those suits, hazmat suits, what have you. And they would been required, because there was a shortage of these suits, they were asked to work in these suits for a 12-hour period with one break. So the majority of nurses, if not all, have developed UTIs, urinary tract infections, over this COVID period. Every single one.
Wow.
And we are still getting complaints over it. Because you can't take off your suit, because every time you take off your suit,
you have to sanitize it to go back in.
Correct.
Oh, that's a new one.
Long process.
Wow.
It takes about half an hour. So every time, so they limit the amount of times the nurses come out of these infectious areas. Another issue, and that's a major issue, as I said, nurses are still complaining of these things. And let me tell you, when a nurse or midwife gets sick on duty, you have to now demonstrate and prove to the employer it is directly work-related. And that is no easy feat in Trinidad and Tobago. So whereas all of these nurses would have developed UTIs, you now have to, and you would require medication and sick leave and all of that. If the employer doesn't believe you got it directly because of this working condition, you are going to have to lose your sick leave. Also, persons who would have taken sick leave for whatever reason, including if you got sick because of COVID and one or two nurses got sick, you lose your entire, and they place you on this mandatory sick leave, you lose that sick leave. So now you have no more sick leave for the rest of the year. Additionally, the majority, persons would have known, the majority of persons, the country was basically shut down after 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, in the height of the whole COVID scenario. Nursing personnel had to come to work during those hours and go home during those hours. There was no transport. You could ask anybody who was on the streets during those periods. There was no transport. So nursing personnel, from the first week that whole measure came into place and they tried to reach home and couldn't reach home, they had to start hiring vehicles to come and pick them up, the Ubers and all of that, which would have placed an added cost on them. And the list goes on and on and on.
So look, let me firstly say, I want to thank the hardworking nursing personnel that really went beyond the call to address the COVID-19 pandemic in Trinidad and Tobago. In my humble opinion, you guys are the real MVPs. You know, I hear so many people thanking the government and the minister when you were really the ones in the line of duty.
As we tell persons, and you could ask the patients who were attended to by the healthcare workers, if they were actually in touch with any other category of staff other than nursing personnel. And when you watch throughout the world, those who are at the highest risk of contracting COVID-19 were the nursing staff or the medical staff. Those are the two highest rates.
So I would understand when you saw the ministry and the government by extension moving so quickly to compensate teachers, it may have angered the nursing staff.
Well, it's not only the nursing staff. We got calls from a number of quarters. I mean, since yesterday, I probably haven't slept because my phone keep ringing. People couldn't understand. When TTNA approached the government 2 months prior with a recommendation to contribute to a health plan for nurses and midwives, because nurses and midwives are the only ones in essential services without a health plan. Police, fire, army, all of them have health insurance. Public officers have health insurance. So to try to bring some parity, at least during this period, we asked the government for 3 things. Not an increase in salary, but for 3 things. Hazard allowance for those nurses who work in directly in the line of fire in this war, as the Prime Minister indicated and the Minister of Health indicated. Those who work in these hazardous environments, to give them a hazard allowance. 2, those who die in the line of duty, because unfortunately COVID, in some instances, kills. And those who die in the line of duty, to give them something similar to what the other essential services get.
Meaning the $1 million or so that were given to police officers who die in the line of duty.
Correct. And finally, to give them, to contribute. We didn't want the whole thing being done by the government. We said, no, the association and our members will contribute to a health insurance plan, so the nurses don't have to wait and scrub bench as we currently do. We could have gone and put the extra and go to any private institution that we so choose. And not even that. That would have only costed the government $100 per nurse. And to date, other than acknowledgement letter coming from the permanent secretary, we have had perfect silence.
When was that submitted?
That was submitted March I will get the exact date for you.
Yeah, but in March.
As I look for it.
You think it's earlier March or late March?
About March 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. It was right after a nurse died in Cora. the very Monday after, the nurse died like the Thursday, and then we forward that proposal the Monday.
How
So it
has
would
the
have
response been from those in authority in relation to your plight?
Well, we have got no response from the government. Absolutely no response other than that letter coming from the permanent secretary. We find that unfortunate. We were reached out by the opposition, which I guess normally happens. The opposition did contact us and said they would bring it up. Actually, Honorable Dr. Rodal Modilal brought it up in Parliament, and all nurses and midwives listened attentively to the response by the Prime Minister, where he indicated that that is not on the radar at this time for the government. It was never considered. And that really infuriated nurses and midwives, that we were not even considered for such $100. I mean, if I go to tell you some of the language and the words and the anger that nurses and midwives feel currently, it's really alarming.
What is the next course of action for the nurses and the midwives?
Well, nurses and midwives rarely protest. There have been really only two major protests by nurses and midwives over the decades. Once when just before Dr. Eric Williams died, and once again just before the coup, 1990 coup. So persons are always very apprehensive when nurses protest, because things go wrong when nurses protest. But this would be an opportunity like never before that nurses are going to be coming out on July 1st to demonstrate our anger. But even before July 1st, we are going to be announcing almost on a daily basis the withdrawal of services that nurses have been doing, which is not within their job spec, that we go above and beyond the call of duty to do, because there are staff members who the RHA has not hired, and nurses fill that role. So if there's no cleaners in St. Anne's Hospital during evening shifts, nurses will be the ones to clean the ward. If there are no attendants to push a wheelchair, nurses will be the one to do that. So there's a number of instances. In fact, the ambulance service that is operated by the regional health authorities, it's supposed to be manned by emergency medical technicians according to the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. However, the RHAs refuse, except ERHA, all the other RHAs refuse to hire EMTs because they realize nurses will perform that job spec. So we are going to be announcing almost on a daily basis the withdrawal of all of these services. And
so for those who are saying, are saying that this is just not the time, with the pandemic that's taking place, with the fact that no real growth has been had by the fact of the economy. Why are the nurses demanding this at this time? What would you say to them?
There's never a good time for nurses to protest. We understand that. We know we will get pushback from the public. It's only natural. But we'll beseech the public just to bear with us for a short time and ask the government, why don't you treat with some of our concerns? And a number of our concerns are not even monetary, For instance, permanent employment of nursing staff. We shouldn't have to be going to the government to ask them for permanent employment for nursing staff. When would there be a time when you would not require nurses and midwives? Short-term employment, temporary employment is for a particular reason, because you see the job of that employee coming to end at some point in time. When would the job of nurses, is it that people are stop getting sick in Trinidad and Tobago in the next 2 or 3 years? Why do you have them on temporary employment? So some non-cost items they could treat with, but yet they refuse to deal with these issues. And as I said, there's never been a good time. We have been waiting. As I said, we have not protested over the last 5 years. No union under joint trade union movement have protested for increase in salary, because we understood all of these economic situations. However, the government has shown their disregard for nurses and midwives. So we'll be joining our colleagues in MPAT, the doctors. We'll be joining our colleagues from PSA with the other monthly paid workers as we take a united stance
Well, we just have about a minute or so before we wrap up this interview. I'm going to afford you the closing comments at this time.
I would just like to put our nurses and midwives on notice. Titiani has two main objectives. It is what we are built on. One, for the improvement of healthcare in Trinidad and Tobago, and two, for the improvement of the lives of our nurses and midwives. And we stand firm. This is an instance where we are standing firm for the betterment of our members, and we are going to push through with that. So we expect every single nurse and midwife come to Rifles to heed the call of Trinidad and Tobago Nurse. We'll put out more information as the time draws near.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for talking for us. Seems like it's going to be a rough campaign for this government. We had the teachers threatening to run out yesterday via the tutor president.
Yes.
Now the nurses are running out from July.
With the TTM, with the Medical Association.
With the Medical Association of Doctors. Which is two of them compared with the teachers running after. And then I think PSA getting ready to tune up.
But how you feel about the UNC reaching out to the Nurses Association, though?
The UNC is doing what any opposition would do, trying to score political points in order to hit the government for 6, because the government have been using COVID-19 as credited to how good governance should be. So the government have been using COVID-19 to show, well, we manage it well. So the UNC is now using that to say, well, hey, we manage it well, and the nurses complaining. So I see them. But I'm saying that a lot of these issues that the medical personnel had did not start from 2015.
Teachers as well.
They were under the UNC's guidelines as well, and they made no real effort to address it. So running to the nurses and doctors now for political points, I think it's poor.
Yeah.
And you would be looking.
Well, for sensible people, you will realize.
Come on, I had to keep it real.
Yeah.
Running to them to find out this, and that at this time when you was there and you could have dealt with the issue. To me, again, no political points for that. 30 seconds. We go in for that break. We'll be right back.
You talk, come talk with us on the street
919 FM. This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 13th of June. It's all about yours truly, Ahmed Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 13th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Rampison, the Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Street 919 FM and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked, don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Rampison. See you.
Hey guys, this is Iwer Tv, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? Ahmed Stargram. That's my boy, But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibes real nice. Don't miss it,
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
We are in this together at Darwins Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Darwins Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and 1 side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darwins Famous Foods and BQ Bites Port Mall as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces on one side, $20. One zesty chicken sandwich, $20. One grab and go meal, $20. Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites Port Mall. We are in this together.
This is Reverend Dr. Glenroy Frank inviting you to tune in every Monday evening at 6:15 for the Light and Life Outreach Program. This program is sponsored by the People's Pentecostal Church, so come join us live and hear this word of God that is able to build and to strengthen your life. The Light and Life Outreach Program every Monday, 6:15. God bless you.
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the street 919 FM. Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected, be positive, be mobile.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Church radio will never be the same again. Join the Church of the Firstborn Assembly with Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays and from 9 p.m. to midnight on Wednesdays right here on the street 919 FM. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. First Citizens Bank account number 795222. For more information, call 753-1113. Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Log on to the church's website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Come talk with us.
Realest news, hard talk.
Real talk on the street, 919 FM.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. It's time for a look at your news to 4 p.m. here on Street 919 FM. Brought to you courtesy TN Tech, the power to make it work.
Let's talk on the street.
The official station that defends the nation.
Customers who wish to pay bills directly, all TNTech service centers will be open for bill payments only from Monday, May 4th, Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. To ensure the safety of employees and customers, persons entering service centers must wear a mask and maintain safe social distancing. Additional safety precautions will also be in place at each office. TNTech is pleased to provide a safe environment for its staff and customers and requests your cooperation as we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
With the details, my name is Vern Extavo. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. In the headlines this afternoon, Prime Minister defends SCA in August. National Security Minister grants permission for maritime workers to leave, but says there is a procedure in place. Overseas, dozens of bodies are recovered from a boat mishap in Tunisia. Speaking in Parliament earlier this afternoon, Prime Minister Dr. The Honourable Keith Rowley said the position of the Ministry of Education and its stakeholders is that the secondary examination assessment will be held on August 20th. The Prime Minister said that if the assessment is in October, as suggested by the TNT Unified Teachers Association, the first term of the school year would be lost to students entering high school. Dr. Rowley said the proposed $20 million figure to be spent on stipends for teachers who would be teaching the SEA students would be prudently spent if it meant that the students would be able to go back to school. The Prime Minister said that he was unaware that Tutor had rejected both the proposed stipends and returning to work in July. On Thursday, National Security Minister Stuart Young told maritime workers asking for permission to leave TNT for work that while they would be allowed to leave, they must understand that the procedure for being allowed re-entry. He also said that while permission would be granted, the workers must understand the possible consequences. On Wednesday, during the Ministry of Health's daily virtual media briefing, Mr. Young said that while local seasonal agricultural workers would be allowed to leave for Canada, they would be required to sign a letter which will absolve the state of any responsibility for them if they contract COVID-19 while overseas. Earlier today, the Water and Sewerage Authority, in a release to the media, said that residents in parts of northeast Trinidad may experience an interruption in their water supply on Sunday. The interruption will be between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. owing to a planned power outage by TNTech to facilitate relocation works. The areas likely to be affected are Sangre Grande, Sangre Chiquito, Guayco Tamana area, Comuto, Wallerfield, Malabar, Brazil, La Hoquita, Mausica Road, Maloney, Five Rivers, Borneo West, and Piarco. For further information or assistance, customers are asked to contact WASA's customer call center, toll free at 800-4420 or 800-4426. And now for news further afield, the bodies of 46 people have been recovered off the coast of Tunisia after a boat carrying migrants on the Mediterranean Sea capsized near the city of Sfax last weekend. At least half of those who drowned were women. The search for more bodies continues. The nationalities of those making the crossing to Italy have not been officially released. A court order has also been issued to investigate who organized the ill-fated crossing. And that's what's making news here to 4 p.m. Before we leave, let me remind you of the headlines. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley defends SCA to be held in August. The National Security Minister has granted permission for maritime workers to leave, but tells them there is a procedure and there are consequences. Overseas, dozens of bodies recovered from a boat mishap in Tunisia. And that's all news to 4 p.m. Remember, it's brought to you with the kind compliments of our friends at TNTech, the power to make it work. My name is Vern Extavor. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. We now return you to The Balance with Aisha Wells and yours truly. Good afternoon.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
In service to customers who wish to pay bills directly, all TNTech service centers will be open for bill payments only from Monday, May 4th, Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. To ensure the safety of employees and customers, persons entering service centers must wear a mask and maintain safe social distancing. Additional safety precautions will also be in place at each office. TNTech is pleased to provide a safe environment for its staff and customers and requests your cooperation as we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19.
lucky thing me put me trust in the Lord. Them want me for dead in the mud like dog. No make the hope you walk at them get no reward.
With changes in operations due to COVID-19, over 10,000 TNTech customers have signed up to pay their bill online and receive bills by email. Commercial and residential customers, do business with TNTech online today. Sign up at www.ttec.co.tt/CWA.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Roll another one.
Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with some automatics. We gon' set them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo! Oh, you feeling sturdy, Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'll take a few calls before we jump into the next interview. I know a lot of you wanted to get in because you would have heard from the representative from the medical profession, nurses and midwives, as they're getting ready for protest action. July 1st has been earmarked for the day that this action will begin. What's your thoughts on this situation? I'm going to go directly to the phone lines. Caller, you're live.
Aisha Wells, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I listened to the interview there, and I hear the representative say that every day they will release something. I thought probably he was going to say them going to announce a resignation every day. Because I find, you see them killing this country, I tell you that. So the best thing for them to do is resign one by one. If money is on their mind all the time, start to resign one by one and leave room for young people. Let them go and do this exercise. I go and have a good evening.
Thank you so much, caller. Let's see who else is on the outside. Feel free to call us. Internationally, you can get me on 7188-743860. Caller, you're live.
Miss Wells, good afternoon, and Bex, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Great.
And how are you this afternoon?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, thank God for that. You know, I heard this gentleman a while ago. This gentleman had a protest. I don't know if it's in a health center or hospital sometime. And far as I observe, PSA is in charge of nurses. So if there's 100 nurses, this man must be representing 15. So he coming out to make this noise, he cannot represent nurses. He's making noise for a minority. And as you pointed out, where was he all the time? And all of a sudden, PSA, and you know something? I told you yesterday, the government is the largest employer of the citizens of this country. And now, if I employ you, and here we tell me, if I employ you and make you permanent, there is no cost. I say if I employ you today, and I make you permanent, 10 years or 15 years from now, isn't there a cost for me for when you're ready to leave?
Of course, you have to pay me more gratuity.
So then all I am doing, and that is what the UNC did. In my community, my parliamentary representative, the man who didn't want to take the hampers and the food card, employ people and put them in sentence and put them there and get them housed too. And especially with Fatty, see they put Julian John up there. Well, he gave about 3 of them in my community house up there with the intention. So I already know the plan. So now our next young African brother who represent 15% of nurses to come out and make noises easy on your radio program.
So you don't think his threat has any weight? There's nothing behind it.
No, because he's politically driven. As I outlined to you some time ago, he tried that same thing. So how could you imagine in this time of pandemic, you telling me nurses and doctors are going to stay home? So if you were in the army and the army didn't give you what the teachers get, if you did go and fight wars, you expect to get a big lump sum when you come back from fighting war. Well, you're a nurse. When you are signed up for this job, it's like you're going to war. These are things that are expected. So you don't need no special treatment because of that. We say thank you. Thanks for all the nurses and doctors. We appreciate them for what they did. But come on, you are in the line of war. When you come back and you save your life, you got to say thank God that that you ain't catch the virus. I shall enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's see who else is there. Caller, you live.
Yes, good evening to my sister Aisha.
How are you?
Well, after God, I'm well. I listened to that fella that speak there just now. And it's 10 years now he talking about? Not 10 years, he said?
Yeah, he said for over 10 years or so.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Over 10 years. So what you were doing 9 years? What you were doing for 9 years if you represented me?
Well, he was only installed in 2016.
What?
He was brought in on 2016.
Yeah, he's only the president since 2016.
But he still has some years there?
Right.
Still has some years there?
Yeah.
So why you wait until this moment to comment it? And then here what he said me too. He said he went to Moonilal.
No, he did not say that.
He said Mr. Moonilal contacted them for some information to take to Parliament.
To take to Parliament?
Yeah.
So, you see, that alone show me that have politics in it. That alone have show me that is a political move. Where is the PSA man who represent all the nurses and them?
Well, they are also getting ready to take some form of action from what we understand, but we hope to get some more information on that next week.
Because he did say he had a Facebook live when he spoke about nurses.
Yes, okay. I understand all of that. But I want him to check Nigeria, what Nigeria say. By the end of this year, they have about 46 million people will be out of jobs. I wanted to check that. And see, they still have a work here. They still have a job here, you know. I'm not against them fighting for this year, you know. But you have to understand the world economic collapse. The world economic collapse. So what are they coming to fight for? You still have a bird. You still have a bird. You understand? These people only fighting for money. And afterwards, you have the money and you wouldn't have the health to use the money. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much for sharing, my brother. Let's see who else is on the inside. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, I'm calling in connection with what the gentleman saying before.
Go ahead.
The nurses are represented by the gentleman who is there.
Yes.
Who you was there. That is the nurses representative. He is the one who represents nurses. We're not in PSA again.
Okay.
PSA don't represent us at all.
Okay, so PSA no longer represents nurses.
They doing the maids and the other group. But the nurses are with our association.
Oh, okay.
So that is okay. One thing we find that why the teachers stay home for March and was getting their pay all the time. Because they coming out to get something. You go and reward them $500, $300, $800. And the frontline workers who have the family, who have all them people home.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you a nurse?
Yes.
Okay.
For 50 years.
For 50 years. So you are in agreement with the protest action?
I'm not in agreement with the protest action now. I'm not in agreement with that. Not at all. And then to bring money in it, I'm not in agreement with that neither.
You're not in with bringing on board the opposition. Okay.
To fight for our nurse, not monetary if possible, but give them a day, give them some 2 days or to stay home and relax with their family.
Okay.
Do something.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Well, the nurses are calling in. Let's see who else is there. Sorry, caller, I missed you. Feel free to call me back. I see you on the phone lines. Before we get into our second interview on the program.
So, I have to do my little research.
What happened now?
No, I'm just looking at the hazard pay in particular around the world.
Around the world with nurses.
And yeah, the main places is Ghana, Russia, France, Canada, a number of places. Some states haven't awarded it in the U.S.
Okay.
So it's a bone of contention all around the world.
Good evening, Aisha and Mr. X.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Question. Do you think all this with the nurses would have been avoided had Mr. Garcia not made the offer to teachers, which they did not ask for?
I think so.
I think so too. I think I'll agree with that.
I think once money jump out, everybody jump out.
Once somebody get extra money in this time,
you could find money to pay teachers and they're already getting paid. Then you could find money to pay the rest of us, not so?
Are you a nurse as well?
No, darling, I'm a teacher.
Oh, Okay. Ooh, so listen, 1 minute, don't go nowhere yet.
No. I'm a private school teacher.
Oh, so you're not getting part of the procession that's passing. You're not getting part of the monetary procession that's passing.
Not at all.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Let's see who else is there. Caller, you're live.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Very good. Now, listen, I get the last bit of the gentleman's interview, but Aisha, I always say Trinis are very sort of disingenuous people. Aisha, Canada don't have a parallel health system.
Sorry,
Canada
take that again. Canada don't have what?
Canada don't have a parallel health system like what we created for the COVID-19 situation.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware.
Right. There are a lot of countries. Look at Donald Trump. I mean, he's looking pink. The way he's going in total, I don't know what to call it. I mean, there's confusion there. Yeah. And it's per capita. So we did remarkably well with nurses, not even mixing with staff from other hospitals and so on. Now, I don't mind nurses asking for any increases, but we are too disingenuous. We don't have timing. And I don't know this gentleman, I didn't hear him. I heard the end of his contribution. But the minute he goes to a politician, I have a problem with that.
Well, the politician came to him, eh?
Even so, you don't listen. One of the most successful persons in the media, before he got into any kind of politician, was Ian Allen. Ian Allen, he had the support, you know that?
Yeah.
Support of all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And then he got involved with politics. And I think, he's almost gone crazy. And that's the whole thing. If you're coming to do something with meaning, or a meaningful approach, refuse to call from all persons money. You have to make damage good. Don't let them influence you. So my thing is, this is the wrong time for nurses, and nurses should compare what's going on here to other parts of the world for them to keep the tail hush. And not only that, this is not the time to protest. Instead of confrontation and confusion, try and have a conversation, and we'll be fine. Thanks, Aisha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rowley Jr. Caller, you're live.
Aisha?
Yes.
You know what I can understand?
Tell me.
Certain person, no name, no warrant, right?
Right.
Is stating, vote for me, I will find 50,000 jobs per year.
Right.
What would you pay these 50,000 workers with? And lower tax and whatever. You understand? That is the same person. You wasn't paying no tax, wasn't paying no property tax, no kind of tax at all.
Well, when that conversation came up with the senator last 2 weeks, Anita Haynes, she said it's going to be a public-private partnership that is going to create these jobs, because I asked her about it. So I don't know what private businesses they've been talking to. I can't say.
I really don't understand, because I am wondering where the 50,000 jobs coming from. You understand? I am very concerned about that. Okay?
All right.
And Mr. X,
yes,
I
dear.
also would give Aisha something to you too when the time comes.
Excellent, darling. I appreciate that.
Hey, look how he's smiling in
here. I wouldn't leave you out.
Thank you, darling. I
smiling in
appreciate
here.
that. I didn't want to be too bold. My mommy just say no big.
Okay, then.
Thank you, Gemma. Caller, you're live.
Hey, good afternoon, Aisha and Mr. X.
Hi.
I was listening to the union representative at SED state.
Yeah.
Now, while he might, let's say he has a case,
Mm-hmm.
right? The case should not be for nurses in general. It should be for the nurses who were exposed and who are working on the COVID issue. Because if you were working in a normal ward, which the vast majority of nurses were doing, then they would not have been exposed. So if the government wants to make some payment, because that is not unusual, that was done in England,
Yeah.
in Britain, right? So that is not unusual, but our situation financially as a country, I think a lot of people don't seem to be aware of it. Even before this COVID thing, our budget deficit was $5 billion. That means that we're spending $5 billion more than we're earning. And then with this COVID on top of that, we have an additional debt. Now the whole world is in additional debt. So that in that sense, we're not separated. But if you look at the situation now, going forward, I expect that 3 years from now, unemployment might be as high as 8%.
Well, central bank is already bracing the country for that reality.
Mm-hmm. And increase
And
unemployment.
we spoke about that yesterday.
So that we have to be realistic. And he, as a union leader, while he might feel that some of his members might be worth of an additional sum based on what he's happening with teachers, it's a different situation. And the question arises, where is that money come from? That is why Mariano Bong, for instance, when he heard the UNC plant 50,000 jobs, his vision, his assessment of it was, that is just pie in the sky. That to me is my assessment also, because I just not seen where the money coming from. The price of oil must be about what, 14 or $1. And unless we have an agreement between Russia and Saudi Arabia and a lot of other issues to try and keep the price up, it's likely to drop. So I'm not seeing anything on the horizon. If you could see where the money coming from, then I would say go for it. But clearly, how much you spend is dependent on how much you have to spend. And we don't have that perspective. I will leave it there for the rest.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The lines are busy. Let's see who else is there. Caller, you're live.
Aisha, well, good afternoon to you.
Hi, Mommy. How are you?
Good. Thank God it's in the Hello, Mr. Ed.
Hi, darling. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my dearie. How are you going?
I'm wonderful, dearie.
Aisha, when I listened to the education minister, I was very much concerned. You hear me clearly?
Loud and clear.
Because I said, Lord Jesus, He opening a tin of worms. On the same, if you see a caller a while ago and what the caller said, Aisha, because when you say these things and you promise people, Aisha, have other people who have money to get will be looking for money also too. Am I right or wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? I am a little back pay to get. I am not looking for it right now because I know the situation of what we in right now. When you come out and you promise people, Aisha, it's a tin of worms, a can of worms they open, Aisha. You all have a good one.
Thank you so much. So is it that, again, goes back to what I said yesterday, that politicians, when they campaign in this time, campaign on the truth.
Yes.
And be realistic.
Be realistic. I asked the question in the press conference, so where's the money coming from to fund this stipend that you're going to pay the teachers? Because I know we are strapped for cash.
Not only the teachers, I saw day before yesterday on the media, the news, that the Ministry of Labor is also going to give an extra stipend to OJT trainees.
Yes.
And I'm saying, for how long they're going to keep this up for?
Somebody commented on that one of those posts about that Ministry of Labor thing and said, look at that, the campaign promises that.
So people basically calling it that.
Yes. Under one of the Facebook. And this is the difference in campaigning now in this period. And now we are more vibrant on social media. And when I say vibrant, I don't mean active. People are now having a more poignant say. They're saying some more interesting things and more serious things on the social media pages. It's not just fun and games. Long time we used to use Facebook for games and just hi.
People are using it to put real cause.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is there. Caller, you live.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm glad you got in. How are you, Queen?
Good afternoon, sweetheart. I'm good. Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon, dear.
Thank you, Jesus. Aisha,
yes.
You're a miracle worker.
No, I just made some connections to get you back inside. I didn't realize that it put you out.
Yes, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you. God
You're
bless
welcome.
you. And bless Mr. Aisha, I too am wondering, the 50,000 jobs, every time I hear it, I am really, really wondering, where is it coming from? You said government, private? Well,
she said public-private partnership.
Public-private. I would like to know who are the private people. We cannot just go into something and you don't know what you're going into, you know? So that's my contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let me read your comments online. Thank you so much, my friend. Gabrielle Joseph, and she's one of my employees by Helping Hands Home Care, by the way. Gabrielle says, these nurses want to protest for the career they choose and don't have the heart because they come to work and bring their issues from home with them, and I'll treat patients, and some of them have the nastiest of attitudes and their manners are at all-time low. If they were to get paid based on their attitude and quality of work, they would be broke today.
It's ill-treat. But
Thank you, Gabrielle.
Spell correct, mash it up. But
all
yes.
Right. Daniel Knights says the 10% for OJTs was announced in the budget last September. So maybe it's last September's budget promises that they're going to keep now. I don't know. Let's see who else is there. And as we come back from the break, we head straight to Tobago. Caller, you're live. Caller? Are you with us?
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Okay, great. Now, I'm hearing everything the radio actually just turned on to this one. And I'm hearing some of the comments and I'm understanding some of the sentiments that have been echoed and some of the concerns. But I want people to understand something. And they say, like, you know, soldiers and whatever and whatnot. But we have to understand that this is a pandemic, which is not the normal circumstances that the nurses and doctors would be called to operate under. As such, maybe, you know, in construction, you just get paid hazard money, you just get paid for height, because depending on the additional risk that is being taken and that you have to go through, you try to compensate the people because of the additional risk.
Thank you so much. Shari Bartholomew says, I don't agree with teachers getting the extra money. Thank you so much, Shari. So, goodly people, we already on standby with one of our on-the-ground reporters, for want of a better word, in Tobago. We call him Mr. Tobago. And he's going to be talking with us from Tobago. He's going to update us on what's happening on the island. I know, of course, making news on the island is they're getting ready to pay the peasants their money so that they would have acquired the land for the reconstruction of the A&R airport.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Among other issues happening on the island.
Some checks were distributed for those. I think it was checks that were distributed or they settled. So they have figures. They're going to get paid or they got paid already. But there are a number of people who haven't settled their negotiations as yet.
So that is still outstanding. Stefan Justin Silly said OJTs have been receiving 10% increase since February 2020. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that information, Stefan. So let's do that. Let's take the break and come back and touch base with our underground reporter in Tobago.
But we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. It's all about yours truly, Ahmed Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 13th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Rampis, the Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Street 919 FM and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked. Don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Rampis. See you.
Hey guys, this is Igil Kavita Ramkisoon, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? Ahmed Stargram. That's my boy, you know. But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibes real nice. Don't miss it, you know.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the 4th and 5th Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
This is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
Are you looking for a home care aid for an elderly parent? Maybe you're looking for a nanny or babysitter for your children. Are you looking for a housekeeper or cleaner for your home or office? Then Helping Hands Home Care is the place for you. We provide qualified home care aid, nannies, babysitters, housekeepers, and cleaners at reasonable prices. We work so you don't have to. Just send us your budget and schedule and we'll make it happen. Are you trained in home care? Do you have experience in caring for the elderly, disabled, or children? Or maybe you want to earn extra money cleaning homes and offices? Then be part of our team. We want you. Contact us today, WhatsApp or call 4838741 to sign up. We are Helping Hands Home Care. Helping Hands Home Care. The home is where the heart is.
Technology just went a step further with Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when looking for a good time. Looking for something new? This app is going to resolve all that for you. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and more. Showing you menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload their content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy app is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So, any user that downloads this app sees all participating restaurants, hotels, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website, www.globalgalaxy.com, and register on the website. And you would have an admin section where you would be able to manage the visual of those who would be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into a participating outlet, gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of whom would be at the establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live feed so that you would know exactly where you would like to go and how many people are there. Download the app today. Global Galaxy app available for both Android and iOS devices.
Tune in to Shaman's Path every first and third Friday from 10:05 to 10:35 a.m. for hidden truths, wise sayings, current events based on prophecies and shamanic healing methods. Call 496-1471 or log on to shamanezra.com. This program is brought to you through the kind courtesies of Kudo Herbal Health, distributors of Kudo Alkaline Water, which assist with your pH balance and promoting a healthy lifestyle. We also engage in medical, massages, and therapy. For more info, call 722-2614.
Wondering what's for lunch or dinner? Jenny's on the Boulevard has lots of specials for you from May 11th to May 23rd. Enjoy 10% discount for groups of 5 orders or more and pickup orders of $500 or more. 10% off with valid ID, police, army and other emergency services. 20% off all government ministry orders. 30% off desserts. Grab and go mini assorted desserts, $60. 30% off beers and fruit drinks. Free delivery on orders over $300. 10% discount for orders over $500. Free delivery plus 10% discount for orders over $1,000. Choose from our famous Chinese-style express buffet, the American menu, burgers, ribs, and more. Italian menu, pasta, and more. Opening daily between the hours of 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call us today at 625-1807, 395-3757, or 488-8800. Takeout, curbside pickup, or delivery available. Jenny's on the Boulevard for all your Chinese, American, and Italian needs.
Better vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Heal Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monrepos, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
All right, people, so we are back. Let me just read some comments quickly before we go to Mr. Tobago, who is on the ground out there. So Paul is my sweetheart from Devon in the UK. He says, hey, Aisha, come sort out Boris for us when you got Trinidad sorted. And I want to know, Paul, just before COVID-19, I was in discussions with the local arm of BBC in London. They're doing a Caribbean program or Caribbean programming, and I applied. That was before COVID. I'm not sure where they're at the moment. I would have sent out an email, and I'm waiting for them to respond to me. So, yeah. I'm definitely going to be coming by. I think I'm all in there to discuss Boris. But yeah. I want to bring Trini's style of talk show and culture to the community in London. And that's what I've been working on.
Nice.
They were pleased with the proposal that I sent them. So let's see how it goes post-COVID. Yeah, Paul? And I just had a message here from a nurse. Let me pull it up.
These messages be flooding the place.
I don't know, but I don't get all of them. Like,
somehow
whenever somebody sent up, I can't go back. Could you go back there?
Let me see if I could go back on my phone.
I'm trying to find her. So Stefan Silly says, we understand that the nurses and doctors that work at the regional health institutions were not burdened by the COVID cases. This is so as the government has constructed a parallel healthcare system. If anything, by doing such, the government should have eased the burden of the healthcare system as most surgical procedures were postponed. So while I understand everyone wants their money, we as the people need to be fair and demand. Tell me if you can find it.
I'm not seeing it here. So.
Legacy Guy says many people take jobs in the service not reading or even understanding civil or public service regulations. Conditions of employment are not digested by many, and in dire situations such as COVID-19, many are shocked to learn about the expectations of their employer. Valerie Lazama is saying good afternoon to us, as well as Kavita Ramki soon.
Hi, Kavita.
Kavita, I wonder if this is the Kavita I would have sent a proposal to work for her via the home care. Kavita, I think you were to get back to me. Check your email, Kavita.
Yeah.
You got anything?
With the previous chats? No.
Yeah, not yet. All right, so we'll go back and get them after. Let us go straight to the phone lines as we have Mr. Tobago, straight out of Tobago. How are you doing today? Thank you for being with us here on the Street 919 FM.
Aisha, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I also have Mr. X with me as well.
Mr. S, good evening.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm great.
How's
Super fine.
Huh?
Super fantastic.
Nice.
Excellent. So, lead the way. You're our on-the-ground reporter on the island of Tobago. How are things in Tobago at the moment?
Well, we have so many issues currently facing the island at the moment, we have conversations that are not being discussed. But currently trending on the ground, we have, I'm not sure if you're aware, we just launched or erected our I Love Tobago sign.
Yes, I saw it on social media.
Right, that is one of the hotspots, hot places to visit on the island. But recently it has become an issue because we have a fence around the sign, and it has been expressed by many Tobagonians that they are not in approval of it. The conversation is happening where persons are saying that, the feedback on the ground is that they can't understand how we erect such a beautiful sign, but at the same time, we have a situation where persons now probably cannot have access to it. I haven't gotten the chance to visit it, but I will be doing so somewhat this evening. And basically, that's the conversation right now as it relates to the tourism. So we have a new hotspot for persons to be able to take out selfies, but then there's a problem because of the fence that they erected.
I saw casino workers protesting outside the sign, I Love Tobago. Do you know anything about that? What was that protest about?
Well, from what I was made aware, casino workers started protesting because they have not been paid their packages. I did not get the actual chance to follow up on that. I'm still awaiting the sources to give me some more direct information as to the nature of the protest. Apart from that, currently right now we have a situation on the ground with accountability of monies. And basically that is coming from the THA because we have monies that are not accounted, that we are not able to account to Tobagonians for.
Where these monies came from? What monies is this exactly?
Well, we have approximately, from one of our projects, we probably spent $40 million for the erection of a hotel that after, we are in 2020 now, a little over 3 years, that hotel is not finished. Nobody knows what's happening with the final structure of the hotel, when it's going to be ready, and it's currently in a very dilapidated state. I'm sure Mr. S can attest to the fact that we have had problems surrounding that project for a while. And according to other reports that we just saw, there are a number of substantial amount of money that we have not been able to account for over the last 20 years. And a document just came out, I think it was published by The Guardian, where we are not accountable for a great substantial amount. I haven't gotten the chance to get the figure yet, but I'm still divulging into the information before I come with the direct sources. But this is what we have currently at this point in time. Today, I can also say to you, today, June 12th, based on the airport expansion project that is supposed to commence, we don't know the time date. We have approximately 29 landowners who are supposed to receive their checks in hand today for the document we received from the House of Assembly. And basically that's what we have going on currently right now on the island.
Okay, excellent. Pretty much you covered
a lot
in 5 seconds. What I want to do as well is take some calls from those in Tobago while you're on the line with us as well, so they can, of course, back up exactly what you're saying. Is Tobago in election mode? I know 2 of the candidates was announced via the People's National Movement. Are they on the ground in the constituencies? What's the thoughts of the persons there?
Great question. I will say to you that silently the election mode is there, but in terms of the campaigning, psychologically looking from the social feedback, we have a lot of Tobagonians still in a bit of fear from the COVID-19 situation. So to really say that we are in hype of election mode. So no, I'm not seeing that currently or presently. I do know that one of the parties are still organizing as we speak. I know that just before COVID-19, we had the PDP selecting one candidate from the west, one candidate from the east. We had Watsonville going up for the incumbent party for the east, and then we have the new individual coming out for Tobago West. But so far, which is Ms. Tasha Burris, we are just before COVID-19. I think the last place they were at the Montgomery grounds. So we are kind of waiting to see what are the following up coming out of the situation. And I think what is currently happening right now, to beginners are waiting to see how the government reacts to the situation so that we can go about our normal lives.
I saw in the newspaper probably 2 days ago, Dr. Winford James giving his opinion as to the government still not making any real headway for self-governance for Tobago. How does Tobagonians feel about this?
Let me. Aisha, I do not think where this Tobago bill has been in the parliament for probably really for close to 30 years. I do not think many of Tobagonians on the ground actually see this vision towards this Tobago independence. And I will elaborate why I have said that recently. I think it was the Minority Council on the island. They were doing a lot of conversations regarding towards Tobago's history. Just before they went to the parliament, not the parliament, they went to the Tobago House of Assembly to discuss a motion to give Tobago greater level of decision-making, per se. We had some feedback into the situation that says the plain market foolishness. And I have not seen the kind of conversation from the regular Tobagonians who can be able to say, yes, this is what we want, no, this is what we don't want. Basically, this is what is currently happening right now. I have looked at many of the different social media conversations that is actually brewing at this point in time, and I do not see us having that type of discussion. I have a current fear at this point in time that where it comes to the current issues of Tobago, Tobagonians are not strongly vocal on these issues.
Do you think self-governance for Tobago is going to play a major part in this election as it did in elections past? Do you think Tobagonians will vote based on self-governance or not?
That is a bit difficult question to answer. And I want to just say the reason I'm giving you that. The regular Tobagonian must understand the problems that we have faced before and why we are in need of this new legislation. But I am not currently seeing that sort of conversation. So I don't want to be responsible and say maybe this is the way they would vote. I can give a feeling and say this probably may not be the reason for them voting. But I also want to say this can also be a reason for them voting, because we have a lot of persons in the Tobago East who have understood the problems, and that would come back from problems where they have been neglected for so many years by the current government. So, seeing that a lot of persons from the East will face a lot of neglect, I think they have a greater appreciation for this bill to be discussed, rather than persons from Tobago West who have, we have had all sorts of nightlife activities going on, easy to be able to get, accessibility to the regular business place, apart from those who would have lived country, the man who probably has to travel from all the way of countryside to Scarborough to get medical care. These are the things that would have allowed the persons from Tobago East to be able. I think that will have a greater merit as a part of many who reside in Tobago West.
So when we come off the phone with you, I'm definitely going to attempt to get Dr. Winford James in the last hour to discuss self-governance. What is Ho-Choi Charles saying? I ain't hearing Uncle Charles.
Ho-Choi?
I'd just like to hear him. What is he saying? He's very quiet.
What went on with the collaboration between him, Chrislyn Moore, and Ashwood Jack?
Is that still a movement?
I want to say I don't think that collaboration is going to go anywhere. I do not believe that collaboration is going to go anywhere. Personally, I will also say, where it comes to Chrislyn Moore, her political career on the island of death, I don't think she will be taken seriously by Tobagonians. I have seen, however, in regarding Tobago's atmosphere, we just had a situation recently, let me give an example, where we had the swearing in of the chief secretary, which is Mr. Ansel Dennis, and it created some problems based on the legislation. So somehow I can see if Mr. Jack plays himself correctly, there probably can be a chance for him. But I don't see the alignment with the three to be able to create the one voice movement in Tobago. I would also say, I think for Mr. Charles is very knowledgeable as it relates to the Tobago House of Assembly Act. And I think if any Tobagoan needs to understand, that will be the person they will need to go to understand our powers as it relates to where we are in the Act of 1940. Tobagonians will need to have a greater understanding in terms of education from that individual.
I'm going to afford you the opportunity to close. We have about a minute before we shut down. I'm going to get Winford James in the next hour. We're going to discuss self-governance. I suggest you call us in if you want to get in on that conversation. So go ahead and make your closing comments. We'll pick up with you again next week.
I think what needs to happen for Tobagonians to create a different conversation, we need to have a level of appreciation for the law in its full context. I have not seen, we have, over the last 20 years, we have seen a strong breakdown where our government and our Tobago House of Assembly have not been accountable to the Tobago people as it relates to funding.
30 seconds, caller. 30 seconds, Mr. Tobago.
So I think what needs to happen is once we are able to have a greater appreciation for accountability, we can be able to discuss the Tobago House of Assembly bill and moving it forward to independence.
Thank you so much.
I don't think we have it.
Thank you, brother. We're definitely going to touch base with you again next week, Friday. Our on-the-ground reporter in Tobago, Mr. Tobago. We go for a short break, and when we come back, we attempt to get Dr. Winford James on the line.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets. Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM. This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. It's all about yours truly, Ahmed Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 13th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Rampis, will be Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Street 919 FM and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked, don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Rampis team. See you.
Hey guys, this is Igil Kavita Ramkisoon, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? Ahmed Stargram. That's my boy, you know. But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibe's real nice. Don't miss it, you know.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook, Neil Iwer George. And YouTube, Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
Father's Day is almost here, so let's show all the dads that we care. D&M Wireless in New City Mall is having a Father's Day promotion. New City Mall is located at number 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square in Port of Spain. The grand prize is a Bluetooth headset. To be eligible, you must spend $150 or more in the store or send 2 persons to our store to shop. They must provide store personnel with the person who referred them, name and contact information. The promotion begins on Monday, June 8th, 2020. The prize will be drawn on Friday, June 26, 2020. Come check us out today at D&M Wireless at New City Mall.
We are in this together at Darwins Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Darwins Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and 1 side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall, as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces and 1 side, $20. 1 zesty chicken sandwich, $20. 1 grab-and-go meal, $20. Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall. We are in this together.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
What are you sleeping on? Did you know that you may be sleeping on dead skin cells, dust mites, and bodily fluids? Do you suffer with aches, pain, stiffness, and other sleep disorders? Studies show that you should replace your mattress every 7 to 10 years for better health, better support, and a better night's sleep. Visit a sleep center today at Quartz and find the perfect mattress for you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected, be positive, be mobile.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. A comedy of errors is how Dr. Winford James described what is happening according to the Express. Last week, Wednesday, presiding...
No, that was...
that's an old story then?
Yeah, that's the old one. Let me give you from
Give
here.
me the updated one, please. Thank you.
Let me give it, because I don't know why it's showing up on my phone and not in front of us. The story by the Express is titled, this is the continuing letdown by the PM and the PNM. When in his most recent interview with Brother B on Tobago Channel 5, Prime Minister Rowley announced that he would not be taking the Constitution Amendment Tobago Self-Government Bill 2018 back to Parliament. I could not believe my ears. A quote from Winford James, and he says, I still can't. In 2020, in the last years of his administration, Dr. Rowley tells his viewers casually, offhandedly if you please, that he doesn't have the required number of seats to have the bill passed, and so he's not bothering. Unbelievable, according to Winford James. He says it is as if he just had realized that. Now, in case you're wondering, and these are all Winford James' words, I'm just reading the story, but I'm giving it a little color. In case you are wondering, the required number of seats is 3/4 of the MPs and 2/3 of the senators. The DAC/NAR houses of assembly could not get the national government and parliament to pass an appropriate bill, not even when A.N.R. Robinson was prime minister. The PNM House of Assembly could not get the government and parliament to pass such a bill, not even when Patrick Manning was prime minister. As chief secretary, Orville London appropriated the self-government/autonomy agenda, and for most of his 16-year tenure, could not get the national government/parliament run by both UNC and the PNM to pass such a bill. The recently ousted Kelvin Charles, in his foreshortened tenure of almost 4 years, could not get the Rowley administration to advance the process in Parliament, and now the night watchman cannot even try, since Dr. Rowley has signaled he is withdrawing the bill. This Tobagonian autonomy business has been a campaign issue, election after election, within the lifetime of most of us. It was certainly an issue in the last national and assembly election in 2015 and 2017, respectively. Publicly, Dr. Rowley has never owned the issue or championed it, nor has Charles for that matter. Indeed, PNM Unity Politics drove the latter to cede his responsibility to Tobago to Dr. Rowley as Prime Minister and overall political leader of the PNM, and without owning the issue, without identifying with it emotionally or even intellectually, Dr. Rowley tells the nation, not in an address to the nation, but on Tobago Channel 5, that he is pulling back the bill, and for what reason or reasons he does not have the requisite majority of seats in the parliament to get it passed. Can you believe it? This is a prime minister who has sought to win over the opposition in parliament for bills of lesser importance. This is a prime minister who has signaled that those bills are important not by withdrawing them, but showing interest in the perspectives of the opposition and by hoping to convince them to both contribute to making good law and support government's initiatives in this regard. This is a PM, a prime minister that has enjoyed some success through this approach. In passant, it should not be forgotten that Rowley called Tobago's first and so far only deepwater harbour a duck pond.
What? Winford James Pelton Lash?
Entirely failing to see its contribution to developing our path to self-sufficiency. But this is a prime minister that prefers to give short shrift to the autonomy bill. Shamelessly authoritarian. My economist brethren Vranas writes pertinently as follows, and he has in his piece here a quote from Vranos James.
Hi, Mr. James. Vanos James.
The lack of urgency on the part of the Prime Minister and the PNM is evidence of the lack of awareness that authoritarian government is the single most important remaining monument to slavery and the most important way mental slavery is being perpetuated today across the Caribbean. And just as critical, it is evidence of lack of concern that authoritarian government is also the most important barrier to the development of the Tobago economy, because it inhibits development of the society's capacity to innovate. It is both a knee on the neck and a shackle on the mind.
What? He went there?
The withdrawal of the bill signals that Tobagonians must figure out how to continue their fight for freedom and self-determination without the help of the Prime Minister or the help of the PNM. In announcing his unilateral withdrawal from the bill, Rowley is guilty of several wrongs. He did not consider that the Tobago autonomy issue is a national development issue rather than an insular one, and that accordingly the views of the opposition are necessary, parliamentary majority or not. He did not consider that he needed to explain to the nation in general and Tobagonians in particular what abandonment of the bill would mean for the aspirations of Tobagonians to manage themselves and governance-wise, and at the same time participate in shaping the future of the proposed federal arrangement. He did not indicate if and when the bill would return to the parliament. He was needlessly arrogant. There's a couple more paragraphs. Yeah, here we go. We are left to wonder if he will be prosecuting Tobagonian autonomy as a campaign issue one more shameful time, and if he is betting on winning the requisite majorities in the upcoming election, and if so, if he prefers to have the new THA elections consonant with a new THA Act in the new parliamentary and assembly terms. One more thing. The Prime Minister said in the interview that the main issue was autonomy, was with the authority of a minister of government in the administration of Tobago. For him, it is obviously not liberation, or better, arrangements to include Tobagonians in the national lawmaking and rule of law.
Stick a pin. Claire Heath says Dr. Rowley clarified that today. He said the article is not correct. We're going to get Winford James on the line, Trinidad and Tobago, to hear exactly what
Let's hear
was
from
said
the Winford James then.
on the article. Uncle James, you know.
He also went on to say in all disclosure on autonomy I've heard and read so far, this is the first time that a ministerial authority has been signaled out as the main issue. The latest bill, along with the previous bills, proposes schedules which seek to divide up the functions and responsibilities of Tobago Trinidad Central Government.
Trinidad and Tobago, we have Dr. Winford James on the line. How are you, Dr. James?
Miss Wells, I am strong and good. I hear that you are reading a column that I see to Rick.
Well, we're trying to get clarity on the column because according to one of our texters, Dr. Rowley referred to the column in Parliament today and he said the article is not correct. So could you tell us exactly what was said in the article? And I know it pertained to self-government for Tobago.
Except I read the whole article for you.
Well, I just read 5, 7, 8 of it. I probably left the last 2 paragraphs, as we called you.
Right. So that your reader, your listeners therefore know what I wrote.
Yes. So this is your article by your hand in the Express.
Yes, I am aware of the article.
Right.
I wrote the Express published it. But what? Ask me a specific question or two.
I want to know about the issue of self-governance for Tobago. In the article, you referred to it as a campaign promise. You talked about him campaigning for the 3rd time. Is it just what it is? Is it a campaign promise?
Listen, the issue of self-governance started with Winston Murray and A.N.R. Robinson when they were parliamentarians, right? You remember when Robinson left the PNM and on his own party, the DSC. That morphed into other names along the way. But the politicians who raised the issue of self-governance are Robinson and Murray. In fact, it's Murray who raised it and Robinson who expanded on it more than Murray was able to do. And that issue has been capitalized since that time. Although, of course, there are antecedents, and not in quite the same way. That issue has been capitalized by the politics and, of course, notably by aspirations within Tobagonian space. Now, the article shows exactly what I'm saying there. That there was a time when the PNM were in power, and in both Trinidad and Tobago, and nothing was done about the issue. The article shows that when Robinson was Prime Minister and the DSC were in control of Tobago, they did not achieve the self-governance that we wanted. In 1980, we had, as a result of Robinson's efforts, we had a restoration of the Tobago House of Assembly directly related to the agitations of Robinson. But it soon discovered that the self-governance model that was identified there was not sufficient. And that is why since that time we have been speaking of greater autonomy. And a lot of effort has been put into this matter, notably by Orville London, who, of course, appropriated the nationalist agenda in Tobago and certainly the self-government agenda. And various bills resulted. We've come to a state where a bill was taken to the parliament. There was a change made, and that bill so changed was handed to a joint select committee. I think it's about 2 years now. It was handed to a joint select committee to deliberate on, to make adjustments, and to bring back a bill which the Prime Minister, of course, would take to the Parliament. For quite some time now, we have not heard anything about the JSC.
I have before me a TV6 news report with a video of Dr. Rowley dated September the 25th, 2018 that says the Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, says the PNM would vote for internal self-government bill for Tobago in Parliament, and it's now up to the opposition to agree.
Which bill was that?
This was dated September the 25th, 2018, Rowley on vote for Tobago self-governance.
But what I want is context. Was that he was voting for a bill that had gone to the JSC?
I'm going to play for you the live recording.
Okay.
Sure.
Because we did check.
Sure.
It is now before a joint select committee of parliament, meaning the government, the opposition and independents, and it's going to be processed through the parliament, and then you'll see where it goes from there.
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Yes.
So he answered the question that I was asking him. He said that it has gone to the GSC. 2018, right?
September the 25th, 2018.
Yes, so September 2018. So it's almost 2 years that since the Prime Minister announced that it had gone to the GSC. He said that when they are through, the thing will be taken back to the Parliament. And that's where my column comes in. I said on Channel 5, Tobago Channel 5, that because he could not get the requisite majority, he couldn't do it alone, he could get the requisite majority, he was withdrawing. Now that's an interpretation, but you have to listen to the clips, the audio clips that I listened to.
Dr. James, you wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, no, and yes, I mean, and I think that's fair, and I think, you know, if I could give my opinion, because like you said, that is your interpretation of what you listen to in the audio clips, and I think to be fair, what you said in your article bears a lot of credence in terms of how long it's taken and how much other parties have tried to get it done. The real issue, though, that I would like you to address for me is why not? Why would a parliamentarian, why would a senator, why would a government not vote for autonomy, or this, as you referred to it in the article, is federal kind of system? Because I believe that works. Just like how the U.S. has this federal system, it could work here.
Why would a parliament not vote?
Why would they not vote for autonomy in Tobago? Why not? Why would somebody not vote?
Well, you are asking somebody who has been pro-self-government and pro-autonomy for a long, long time, so that there will be a bias in my interpretation.
Yes, but I mean, even if you process your bias, you must be prepared for the battle. You must be prepared for the banter, the debate.
Yes, but you are asking me about where there are 41 parliamentarians, right?
Yes.
In the lower house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And each of them will have a vote.
Yes.
Now, I want them to have a vote, each of them. I think the PNM people, who are being the people in power, will vote as instructed by the political leader or the chief. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that is not an issue. So we expect this 29?
Yeah.
29 votes that the PNM has that will be cast for
self-government.
Right.
In support, yeah.
You have 12 UNC parliamentarians. Now, I want them too, and I support, but they may not agree necessarily with all the text that the JSP, because that's where it is now, comes up with. Then might want to make changes as well. In other words, it has to be tried in the parliament. But when Dr. Rowley, well, I don't know if I'm going beyond what you want me to ask.
But go ahead.
I think that everybody, every parliamentarian, in fact, we are for the parliamentarian, every parliamentarian will have a chance to debate in the public a bill with respect to greater autonomy for the people. That's what I expect. But now, what I was going on to say, and you can stop me if you think that is moving away from the question that you asked. I think that when the Rowley starts, gives me a clip, or when Channel Channel 5, legal Channel 5, revealed a clip in which it said that the PNM does not have the requisite number of seats to change the Constitution, because there are aspects, new bill, the last one I saw, which require changes in the Constitution. So you need to have the Constitution amended to allow for the bill that the JSC, of course, is going to pass through Parliament. Now, the Constitution says that you've got to have 3/4 of the parliamentarians voting for, and further, but Dr. Rowley tells us that he doesn't have the requisite vote. Now, we know that. We have known that from since PNM came back into power in 2015, right? If you come in 2020 and you tell us that you don't have the seat and you need to have help, what is the message that you are getting?
Dr. James, do you think Tobagonians will go to the polls with this same self-government conversation for yet a fourth time?
Well, it depends on how, what issues the parties put on the table. Now, it seems to me that Dr. Rowley was preparing the electorate for obfuscation, for delaying tactics on the part of the UNC. He was basically saying it would be their fault because we don't have the majority. I think that's what he was doing. Now, it seems to me that the UNC has to talk. All of their members have to talk.
And this is what keeps bothering me, and why I asked the question I asked. It seems as though, and I'll be honest about it, I mean, after my time in Tobago, it's clear to see Tobago autonomy has gotten a voice from certain quarters, namely yourself, Mr. James, Watson Duke, Hochoy Charles.
I've also heard Dr. Devines.
Dr. Devines
as well.
But I have not heard Kamla Prasad Bissessa say anything on it. I haven't heard definitive, as you said in the article, no passion from Dr. Rowley on it per se.
Yeah, but remember, to be fair to Kamla Prasad Bissessa, for whom I hold no brief whatsoever, tried to come with a version in 2013. I don't remember the specifics of it, but
I remember the specific of it. It was rushed.
Yeah. Right. And it did not get through. Yeah? I don't remember now if they withdrew it or it was voted down. Can't remember now. It may have been withdrawn, but I don't remember. But I'm just coming in with that to say that in 2013, the UNC or the People's Partnership were in power at that time one day, and they had a version. I remember writing a brutal article on it as well. I must tell you that most of the writing that I have seen on the matter in the public domain has come from me. Right? There are other people who have come in, but because I have column, I suppose, according to my own discussion. I've written quite a few articles on this matter, and the records are there, right? I don't think anybody else has come close to writing about the issue.
For me,
sorry,
go ahead. For me, it has become personal because I campaigned in Tobago for past elections, and I started to understand the plights of Tobagonians. For basic items, they have to come to Trinidad. Their decisions are made in Port of Spain. What happens on the island? And to some extent, I understand why they will want self-governance. I could also understand why it may not be on the agenda for politicians like Kamla Prasad Bissessa, etc., who probably do not.
Say that.
Well, we can't say that, but I'm just saying, who don't frequent Tobago. But I could understand a Tobagonian prime minister leading the charge for such actions, because Dr. Rowley himself at one time would have had to take that same trek to Trinidad to get basic items.
My article accuses him of never owning the issue.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, he says he never owned it and never showed passion or emotional interest in it.
Exactly. And I want to contrast that with what happened when the government started its new term in 2015. Rowley personally led the campaign for local government reform. Does anybody remember that?
Yes, I do.
He pushed that. Not into there, but he pushed that personally, and he pushed it with passion. And he talked about decentralization and about the services that local municipalities and corporations would do, and of course how their tasks and responsibilities would be different from those of the central government. And he went on to talk about the model being close to that of the Tobago House of Assembly. But he has never spoken about the Tobago House of Assembly in that way, in the way in which he spoke about local government reform. Yeah, the record is there.
Dr. James, some people would say that you're being mischievous in this election season. What would you say to those persons?
No, I did not. I did not create the audio, I did not invent anything. There was an interview between Brother B, whom I think you know, Brother B.
I know quite well.
Between Brother B and the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister said a number of things. Somebody sent a clip to me, and on the basis of that clip, I was alarmed. I was incredulous.
I think it's the first time I have seen you so vociferous in an article. I mean, I've read your articles in the past, but you're always very mild-tempered. The only thing you didn't do is cuss in this article, Dr. James.
Well, I don't know. But I didn't want the Prime Minister, when I listened to him, I said, what is he saying there? Is he saying that, look, he doesn't have the seat and therefore it can't be done? Yeah? Is that what he's saying? Is he saying that, he's going to pull back? And that's why I spoke of interpretation. Now, he may argue that even though he said things like that, it didn't mean that he was going to pull back. But if you don't believe that the opposition is going to give its support to the bill, right? When did you come to that understanding? Did you come to that understanding in 2020, 2019? Did you not experience the UNC from the beginning and materially? Didn't you know that there were only 29 seats that you had as against the 12 from the UNC? Did you know that? So how could you in 2020 come to tell me that you don't have the number of seats? To my mind, that is wrong. You need to persuade as far as possible the opposition to buy into your proposals for Tobago. And that would include some compromise, by the way. But you need to do that. Not only that, the public would be watching and the public would judge. Both of you, of course, but especially the UNC. If the UNC was being obstructionist, the people would judge. And if you did that in an election year, and the UNC, of course, behaved in the way that I've just suggested, then that would be a blow more to the UNC than to you. Because you could always argue, well, look, I brought it and I put it before them, and look at their position. In other words, the government could start off with the upper hand and probably could maintain it. But that's my interpretation of the politics.
Dr. James, you're also one of the top political analysts in the country. I want you to tell us here on 91.9, how is it looking on the ground in Tobago with the election? I saw that 2 candidates are already fielded and on the ground. We're talking about the incumbents for both Tobago East and West from the PNM. What is your thoughts on how this election may play out on the island?
You mean in the island? You guys always ask these difficult questions. I only have a snapshot, I only have one snapshot, just like you and your co-presenter there. One snapshot, but a snapshot is not a representative of an electorate. And I always tell people like yourselves who ask the question, well, why don't we wait for the pollsters to do some polling and to sound out the population and to tell us what people are thinking? Never mind, people, of course, can mislead you in their answers. But that's how civilized society works. You go around and you poll. No, we haven't had those polls just yet. All I can tell you is what people are thinking from their own perspective on the society. And what I'm hearing, more than I'm hearing other things, what I'm hearing is that there could be some jeopardy for the PNM in Tobago. They may lose a seat. Now, the seat that they are more likely to lose is the Tobago East seat, which has always been problematic for the PNM.
Dr. James, how sure about this are you?
That has been a dominant theme for quite some time, beyond this election. I think if you check the votes, you'll find that there's some closeness between what the PNM candidate polled and what I think it was the PDP candidate polled the last time. But I wasn't finished. I am now hearing, and for some PNM people this is disturbing, that because of a certain lukewarm representation of people in the Bonaccord area with respect to lands that the government has taken over or has wanted to take over, yes, Ms. Cudjoe might be in jeopardy because even PNM people were dissatisfied with the quality of her representation.
Dr. James, you have left a lot of PNM people right now in shock. I want to take this opportunity as we get ready to close. You have a minute with your closing comments. I'm going to be talking with you as the election progresses. You left me speechless at the moment, so go ahead and make your closing comment.
No, I would just simply say that the PNM has always been stronger in the West. And I would just want to qualify my statement by saying these are not definitive prognostications. These are not predictions of what will be in the absence of scientifically done polls. Yes? So we need to have that. But I'm just saying there are voices that are arising now, which I was not hearing a few years ago. And in Tobago West, and they are pointing to a certain insufficiency or a certain disappointment, disaffection with the quality of Ms. Cudjoe's representation on the matter of the displacement of people in the Crown Point area.
20 seconds, Dr. James, 20 seconds. I want you to know that it is early days yet and a lot of things can happen before the next election.
Yeah, well, to make way for the new airport, yeah? And there was some confusion in the House of Assembly as well.
We have to leave it here, Dr. James. We're out of time. Thank you so much for talking with us. Thank you so much for talking with us. Let's go straight to the break. Listen, I need some water.
They talk.
You talk. Come talk with us. On the street.
919 FM. This Saturday on Iwer Stage.
Yo, what up, friends? It's your boy Stargram here, and you see this coming Saturday, the 15th of June. It's all about yours truly, Ahmed Stargram, heading down to Iwer Stage. Yes, Iwer Stage for the first time ever Chutney Clash. You heard it, the first time ever Chutney Clash. Iwer Stage, that's this coming Saturday, the 13th of June. I'm going to be singing against my sister in the business, Kavita Rampis, will be Chutney Empress. So we're going to be live from 8 p.m. on Facebook, Street 919 FM and 101.7 Facebook page. You all keep it locked. Don't you miss it. This coming Saturday from 8 p.m. Yours truly, Instagram, Kavita Rampis team. See you.
Hey guys, this is Kavita Rampis, your Chutney Empress, and on Saturday, June 13th, I am coming to Iwer Stage on 919. We're having something called a Chutney Clash. And guess who I'm up against? It's Sagram. That's my boy, you know. But you see, Saturday is no mercy. We starting at 8, so don't be late. It's 2 Chutney Soca finalists ripping it up on one stage. The vibe's real nice. Don't miss it, you know.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
We are in this together at Darwins Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Darwin's Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and one side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall, as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces and one side, $20. 1 zesty chicken sandwich, $20. 1 grab-and-go meal, $20. Darwin's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall. We are in this together.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, 1 machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Rez Club, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:15. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, the time I wake up every single day. I put on my jumper and boots. I do not have school clothes and shoes because I have to work in my parents' garden. I do not go to school. I only have 13 years, but my mommy and daddy say I have to work so we can eat. I have to pick lettuce, feed the goats and cows, and then help sell in the market until it gets dark. My back does hurt me from bending and toting water and animal feed, but I have to help my mommy and daddy. Today is my friend Bobby's birthday party, and I can't go because I have to work. I want to play games, eat cake and ice cream too. I wish I do not have to work so I can go to school and get time to play like all my friends do.
Children below the age of 16 should not be taken out of school or deprived of a childhood for the purpose of work. Child labor is a serious offense. Any parent or employer engaged in this activity could be fined and face imprisonment. Spot child labor. Stop child labor now. For more information, please contact the Labor Inspectorate Unit at 299-0300 option 3. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Small Enterprise Development.
Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. Are you one of the 40 million people suffering with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis? Well, you are listening to the right ad. You have the ailment, we have the remedy. Call us now on 288-8301 or 346-2612.
Don't forget to tune in right here on the Street 919 FM every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m.
Performance, beat all talk.
Sharing your goals, helping you find your place in the world. Eastern Gratitude, God holding your hand, leading the way, here for your needs, making sure that you succeed. Eastern's lending a hand, Eastern together, we're leading the way.
Are you looking for a home care aide for an elderly parent? Maybe you're looking for a nanny or babysitter for your children. Are you looking for a housekeeper or cleaner for your home or office? Then Helping Hands Home Care is the place for you. We provide qualified home care aid, nannies, babysitters, housekeepers, and cleaners at reasonable prices. We work so you don't have to. Just send us your budget and schedule and we'll make it happen. Are you trained in home care? Do you have experience in caring for the elderly, disabled, or children? Or maybe you want to earn extra money cleaning homes and offices? Then be part of our team. We want you. Contact us today, WhatsApp or call 4838741 to sign up. We are Helping Hands Home Care. Helping Hands Home Care. The home is where the heart is.
Come talk with us. Real serious. Hard talk. Real talk on the street. 919 FM.
We are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. Well, boy, Dr. James had a mouthful. Our phones never stopped ringing, even on the break.
Yeah, so
we're just going to go straight to the phone lines and allow you to weigh in as to what Dr. James would have said. I tell you, I don't know. He's just on a different level these days. He's firing differently.
Yeah.
It's not like him.
Well, I mean, I think it's necessary, and I find that Dr. James needs some other commentators to get some more publicity and air too, because, you know, people need to get these objective opinions. I think he's very objective. I've never seen him take any side. He's been a true political analyst.
You know, as I said, and I said to him in closing, it's early days yet.
Mm-hmm.
I will not give any outlook on anything. This is politics. I've been around it too long. I know things could change overnight.
Yeah.
Things could change overnight. So for those of you who probably, you know, running scared or wild at the moment with what he has said, just calm down a little bit. It's early days yet, you know. Dr. James just gave his opinion on it. It may not be fact. It's just an opinion. Yeah? Caller, you're live. Caller, are you there?
Blessings, Ms. Wells and Mr. Rex.
Hey,
yes.
How are you?
Good afternoon.
Pretty good. Blessings to the both of you.
Thank you.
Let me ask you 3 quick questions. Outside of tourism, what is Tobago's gross domestic product?
Well, there is an oil field shortly off the coast of Tobago. We have been drilling there and we have been getting oil from it. It has been, you know, what's the word I want to use? It has been producing.
Some oil, yeah.
Yeah, and it's being sent to Trinidad. So Tobago has that. Outside of tourism, I'm not sure what direction they may want to go, whether agriculture or not.
Okay, what impact does the exports from that well generate that could be considered sustainable to Tobago's economy?
Well, the claims are, and I don't have figures to say it, but the claims are that the wells are the main source of our oil production at the moment.
Really?
Yeah. And that there are more areas that could be explored around Tobago.
Around Tobago, okay.
Okay. Because you realize that today's current oil prices, which is somewhere around $35 a barrel,
yeah,
that's $15 below what it's the $50 price.
You break even
for oil to be profitable.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking you're asking these questions because you're wondering why Tobago will want to break off from Trinidad.
Well, it's not so much as to why. It's if they do, how do they sustain their economy? what are they exporting that will generate enough revenue so that they don't end up operating in a deficit each year.
Okay.
Well, I think to be
Thank you so much for sharing.
I think to be fair, the conversation is not about independence or separating from Trinidad. I think we have to always keep that federal government concept in mind, where this state can operate like states in the U.S. operate, where they have their own laws, they have their own police,
Caller, we
and
see
stuff
you.
like that.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Good
caller.
afternoon.
Yes. Aisha,
Yes.
I see Dr. James have you off balance. You said it's a balance program. You have you off balance.
Well, I don't know where I was just taken aback.
Aisha, let me tell you something. That and a green donkey, your UNC comrade, and Dr. Winford James, and a green donkey would never see that Tobago will go anywhere besides TNM. So, Dr. James, you ain't living La La Land. You and Aisha, where's all of the UNC people?
All right.
Thank you
for
very much.
sharing. Thank you so much. Hi, caller. Hi, good afternoon.
Good
You're live.
afternoon, Aisha. Well,
Hi, how are you?
know this voice?
Sounds very familiar.
You remember this voice?
Granny. How you doing?
Mr. X,
Yes, dear. Hi.
how are you going?
I good as gold.
Good
Yes.
afternoon.
Hi.
So, Mr. James, you know what is funny thing? I taking it down. You know what the funny thing? They won't write the opposition leader and tell her where she going wrong. I don't know. They're afraid the opposition leader. Right, if you could say like Dr. Rowley as a prime minister, write the opposition leader and let them get together for everything. If they're coming together, why a country is a country, whether who is government or whatever, you have to stand up. So if you want the country to go good, then you have to stand up. And you're making no effort. When you're in government, you're good. I remember when Camilla was in power, many of the things Dr. Rowley used to support it. But time she's smart, Dr. Rowley say, well, you see this, me signing nothing. Me to go with you again. Because you used to sign, and time you're playing smart. All of this time Camilla playing smart. With foolishness, called foolishness. So how you want the country to run? Tell me. And if you come in power now, you want to, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, Tanti. We have about a minute or so before a short break, and we'll come back and take some more calls. Let's see if we could get this one in the minute. Caller, you live?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
You have about
Yes,
40
good
seconds,
evening.
caller.
Okay, briefly. So much I will have to call back, but there's
Caller?
Are the connection bad?
Yeah, you literally have to call us back, all right? 30 seconds. Let's take that short break, and then we will be back.
So 1 minute.
The lines are open. You feel free to call us.
342-0081 and 466-539-1771-1791 for WhatsApp messages and voice notes. They're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
This is Street Sense. Positive, anecdotal, and relevant.
Street Sense is brought to you by Be Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected. Be positive. Be mobile.
It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. That was Street Sense. Pick sense from nonsense.
Street Sense is brought to you by Be Mobile. Life is on.
Over the past few months, life as we know it has changed. We continue to discover new things, how to unmask creativity, and how to quarantine our differences. We're attending concerts from our bedrooms, giving the earth a vacation and learning beyond the classroom. As we journey through this together, let's never forget all the reasons to keep believing things will get better. Be connected, be positive, be mobile.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Approximately 15 minutes or so to the hour of 6 o'clock. You know, today it's Friday and we get off at 6. So we take your calls until then. Caller, you're live.
Yes, as I was saying.
Yes.
Government, how one could put self-governance for Tobago before government reform. Because you need government reform, local government reform, in order to have self-governance. I will also want to say here, Mr. James said he holds no brief against the opposition leader. Is that a general statement? If it is so, what about the statements that Satma Raj made about Tobagonian men that which the opposition leader sided on and he never said anything? What about Sandals? And also, what about the sanction?
All right, I want to invite you to go to something called muckrack.com. Muckrack.com has all Winford James's pieces, including when he took his umbrage against Kamala for calling Dr. Rowley and Oreo, when he took umbrage against Satmaraj in his position. So if we could just talk from an informed position, read the Muckrack.
Tell him again where to go.
Muckrack.com, muckrack.com. For all of you who continue to just sully the intellectual's place, please go to the Muckrack and read all of his articles and then call back. I think I'm fed up now of people just placing these kind of titles and labels on people without any facts.
All right.
Let's please stop that. Let's have a respectful program. I think
just
that's
gave
enough
him
to draw
some
the line.
facts, so hopefully when he calls back, he'll call from an informed point of view. Caller, you live.
Yeah, Aisha, Mr. X.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. X, I say why I have me tune into this program. Now I call in from Tobago.
Talk to us, Tobago.
Right? Now, let me adjust one thing with the Sanders program first. Now, I'm not talking for all Tobagonians, but I believe I'm talking on behalf of many. Right? Mr. X and Aisha, let me tell you something. It's not that we rejected Sanders. We didn't reject. Watson Duke can reject Sanders. Watson Duke could reject. Come, let us be real. Watson Duke alone cannot reject Sanders. We're using it as politics. We are saying what Sanders was bringing to Tobago was their name. We want a diverse economy, yes. So why not start with a brand of Tobago? Whether it be the name Ring Bang that PNM mash up, Ring Bang would be a big name by now. Whether it be Blue Food, what we just have in Bloody Bay, Blue Food Day. I can't even remember the name now. But it have a lot of things that we could bring to Tobago to implement our own brand. And to disrespect Dr. James and what he's saying, so I find the caller going a little beyond what is called for.
Well, we have a lot, in fairness, we have a balance. We have a lot of Tobagonians on our live that is saying Dr. James is a born Tobagonian and he stands by principle. So sometimes you would get the one or two party supporters that, will say, but definitely. There are a lot of Tobagonians that are not attacking Dr. James whatsoever and saying that his stance is one of principle. Do you agree? 1 minute. Do you agree with what Dr. James said as it relates to the predictions of the elections?
Well, as you rightfully said, I think it's early days still too early to call.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
The thing is, the food for thought there is, why did Dr. Rowley not say what he's saying now, then, in 2016? Because you see, the thing is, be it for the non-voters or for the fringe voters who does decide the election, they were on the premise that we were going to get self-government because that was the campaign mantra. And that's all Dr. James is saying in truth and in fact. You use that as a mantra to get there, and when you get there, the conversation change. And one thing that that was very brilliant.
Do you think? Sorry, go ahead.
One thing that was Dr. James was brilliant with was that he said that, listen, if Dr. Rowley was to use an ace in his hand now, was to bring it and let the opposition reject it, and would be a feather in the hat of the PNM to show that the UNC or the partnership doesn't have the Tobago best interest at heart, and then the 2 seats would be going to Trinidad in the PNM basket. So then for him to say that, listen, now is not the time because he doesn't have the majority, then you should have said in your campaign in 2014 that should we retain all the majority of 29 plus seats, this is what Tobago is going to get.
Caller, do you think Tobagonians will vote based on self-government conversation this time around?
To be honest with you, for that alone, no. That alone, no. But you see, in wanting to move forward, PNM would have a hard fight this year. Trust me. One, because, listen, the self-government and the caller that was saying, how would Tobago sustain itself? Now, for years we've been hearing that Tobago have oil. Dr. Rowley said back in 2001 that the only oil Tobago have is castor oil. We have a duck pond. The records show that he said those things. I mean, when you're picking, you're picking. So then to say that the internal self-government was never...
So you mean to tell me Tobagonians never forgave him for that duck pond conversation? Look how long that was.
No, I'm just saying things that he said. But the most recent would be the promise of self-government, and he's not passionate about it like he was on the campaign trail. Look what's going on. Look what's going on within the airport. COVID hasn't finished properly yet, and what they're talking about is going forward with the airport, displacing the people and them in a disrespectful way.
All right, caller, we just have a minute. We have to leave it there. We'll definitely continue with the Tobago self-government. You know that they signed me off like 5 minutes early.
Yeah, no, we had to finish up.
So closing comments as we get ready to wrap up today's show. X?
I think we had a very good show today. I did feel like 3 shows in one today, which was practically. I just want to say Tobago people, I hope you all have a good weekend. For those of you heading across to Tobago and doing your business, I wish you good fortune. Remember to check out our good friends at Darwins. They have those $20 boxes. They're available now. Iwer Stage continues this weekend, people. Have a blessed one. We will see you on Monday all weekend long. I'm going to be doing 3 things. I'm going to try to be disciplined. I'm going to try to be tolerant. This show does that for me a lot. I get that tolerance in this show. And I'm going to be very, very productive. You could put it in your mind, put it on your lips, and put it into practice.
Thank you so much. As I usually say, TNT, do a good deed today until Monday, when we come with something else, something new, something hot on the official station that defends the nation, the Street 919 FM. Have a good one.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us.
The Street
919 FM. This Saturday on